What's up guys, and it's time to take a look at the Samsung Galaxy A71. Now I know you guys are excited about the S20 family, but this boy right here is very special. Last year's Galaxy A70 was the best Galaxy A series phone of the whole lineup, and this time around Samsung has made an even better effort to make this phone an even more exciting beast. Flagship phones are getting expensive than ever, so it's very important to see what we have in the mid-range level because these phones are actually seriously good. So let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy, and before I begin I want to give a quick shout out to cellmartpk for actually sending this device. They deal with all kind of tech stuff including smartphones, accessories and power banks. So if you're in Pakistan, if you want to buy this phone or any other future flagship phone, you can definitely check them out. I will leave all the links for cellmartpk in the description. Okay, so let's just quickly open the box up without wasting any time. As you can see, first up we have the phone, the Galaxy A71 with the Infinity O display, quad camera and super fast charging. Yes, this does have the super fast 25 watt of fast charging, just like the flagship Galaxy S20 family. So I'm just gonna lift the phone up. As you can see, I have this in beautiful blue color. It's kind of like a sky blue color. It's a bit different kind of blue, like a lighter shade of blue, which I really like. So inside the box, first up we have the super fast charger, then comes the USB Type-C cable, and then we have the traditional Samsung earphones. We also have this mini box that contains a clear case, which is pretty nice. Samsung now does this with pretty much every smartphone of every budget, you can say. So it's got this nice cutout for the camera, and of course we have the quick start guide. Okay, let's take a look at the phone itself. It's very slim, to be honest. Feels good in hand already. Taking this plastic off, big shout out to Samsung for this design. Looks and feel really good in hand. We've got this nice pattern of different colors. I mean, if you look at this phone straight up, you will just see one color, but at a certain angle, this one is like more like a lighter blue, and then it gets a bit more vibrant on this side. Honestly, I really do like the look of this phone. We've got the quad camera setup on the left hand side. It's coming with 64 megapixel main camera sensor. It's got 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, 5 megapixel depth sensor and 5 megapixel macro lens. As always, Samsung is still keeping the headphone jack around, at least for the non-flagship phones. Alright, turning this on, and as you can see, powered by Android. It is coming with the Android 10.0 based on One UI 2.0, which is the latest version. Alright guys, it is on. I'm just gonna quickly go through the setup. As you can see, we have this beautiful 6.7 inch display. Honestly, I have to say the design looks really good with that punch hole towards the middle. This is the thing that really separates Samsung mid-range devices compared to the competition, and honestly Samsung has done a great job with the design, as I have already talked about with the Galaxy A51. Okay, so I'm done with the setup. The display looks really good, really bright. As always, Samsung is the king of the Super AMOLED panels. This is one of the best 1080p displays I've ever seen. For the most part, it is very similar to the Galaxy A51, but Samsung has chosen the Snapdragon 730 processor inside of this phone, which in my opinion will do a better job compared to what Samsung decided to put inside of the A51. So as far as the general just moving around UI and everything, it feels really smooth. It's actually rocking 6 GB of RAM, so that will be enough to handle all the applications in the memory. So with bigger size comes the bigger batteries. It's coming with a 4500 mAh cell that should be enough for almost 2 days of usage. That's something that I've experienced with the Galaxy S70 last year, so it's probably gonna be even better with this phone. As far as the cameras are concerned, this in my opinion is the best Samsung mid-range camera setup right now. Compared to A51, the biggest deciding factor with this camera sensor is the high performing 64 megapixel resolution. This is the first time I'm using a 64 megapixel Samsung phone. So the way how it works is that you have to go into this ratio option and select all the way from the left the 3:4 H option. That is the 64 megapixel mode, and honestly the results, they speak for themselves. You get some really high quality photos. They do have a lot more size compared to what you normally will get. These images are about 15 MB in size, and you really do get a lot of detail if you zoom in around text and stuff. So as long as you have good to decent lighting conditions, this phone can really truly bring some good photos. Now in the 64 megapixel mode, you cannot zoom in, so that is not supported, and also Samsung's usual software trickery is also not working in this mode, which is kind of nice because you get some non-edited photos that you can work around with in post. So I kind of like that. Other than that, you do have the normal mode modes for wide and ultra wide angle lens. You can also take some live focus photos. You can shoot 4K videos, but no optical image stabilization support in that. So if you want to have some stable footage, you can use the 1080p mode. Other than that, night mode is pretty nice on this phone. You can take some good shots there. I also like the front camera photos, especially the live focus photos. Colors are really nice, the way it balances out everything. And I'm happy with the skin tones as well. So overall, I have to say Galaxy A71 really does bring a lot of awesomeness to the table. And if I have to choose between this and A51, I'll always go with the A71. Apart from the bigger display and the bigger battery, those 64 megapixel images are really sharp. So this phone is currently costing 69,000 PKR, which is like around $450 price. Obviously, Samsung brand name does add more money to that. It could be a little bit cheaper because we do have 64 megapixel smartphones at cheaper price, but then again, you know, you do have that unique design that only comes with Samsung, the punch hole, the great Super AMOLED 1080p display, the 4500 mAh battery. I mean, it really does bring a lot of things to the table. So yeah, this was the full look at the Galaxy A71. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, check out cellmartpk for all the latest smartphones. Their info will be in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.